Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen. As co-founder of Everyday Woman TV, a professional speaker, a commercial real estate broker, and a business coach, I am so excited to have you back listening and watching. One of my favorite things, as you know, is to spotlight other women in the world that are out there making a difference, teaching others, as well as empowering women. My guest today is Meredith Allan. Welcome.
Oh, so excited to be here with you, Galit. I just think the world of the work you're doing. So thank you so much for having me.
It was really fun today. We spent a little time, Meredith and I, really catching up. We've known each other for a few years now through the virtual online world. And then we catch up and then we find out how many things that we're doing that really cross over. And one of those things is the topic we're going to be talking about. So hang out with me because we're going to be talking about why visibility matters. But before that, I'm going to share a little bit about Meredith so you can learn. And it's about that much compared to that much of what she's doing. And if you're listening, I pretty much said it's just a small part of what she really has been doing. So Meredith Allan is a 5-time award-winning public speaker. She's a seasoned TV journalist and host of The Meredith Show on Hulu, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. She currently resides on the water in her dream home in California, which we spoke about that. Love the water. Just got back from San Diego and stayed on the water because that's one of my favorite things to do. She was recently featured in her own show, The Magic and Change, in the series Speak Up on Amazon Prime. She found her passion for storytelling, working on Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, and CNN affiliates. She's a marketing, media, and publicity expert, and her passion is really helping her clients grow their businesses and maximizing media opportunities. And that's why we're talking about why visibility matters, because it does.
Yes, it does. It's everything. Because no matter how fabulous you are, if nobody knows about you, how can you impact and share your mission and message with the world, right?
Well, one of my favorite things to say, and one of my slogans is be seen, be known, get more clients. And
Yes.
at the end of the day, you could love what you do. You could be the best at it in the world. But if nobody knows who you are, how can they buy your products or work with you?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, that's so cute, Meredith. All right, so jump us right in. I want to get right at it. Limited time. We've got to talk. We've got so much to cover. I want you to start with why visibility matters. And let's give our audience some things that they can walk away with, that they can start recognizing how they can increase their visibility.
Sure. I think in this world, there are a lot of people doing great things, but there are many who might be doing similar work to you. And the first thing that you need to really consider is you don't want to be a part of what I call the sea of sameness. You get to stand out and you get to shine. A huge extension of my business is born out of this concept because I'm so passionate about it. The world, there really is only one you, and your company is unique because it is yours. And if you don't shine with your story and your mission, and I even go so far as to say, this is a true pro tip, to speak about it wherever you go as often as possible. I don't care if you're at the nail salon or waiting in line in the grocery store. It is really important that you speak about your true passion, perhaps something that is on your heart that you are moving forward to share with others, because really good things and good people get connected and move forward faster. And the big gift of being visible is you can gain momentum and you can make big moves if people see you, know you, like you, trust you, understand you. And being visible can be different for everybody. I was just coaching a client this morning and she's like, we were talking about what's getting in the way of her creating a show actually. And she said, I'm an introvert is the biggest thing getting in the way. And I said, great, be grateful for your gifts and push through it anyway. When the discomfort comes in, say, my mission to serve people is more important and I have to be visible to do that. You can do a lot of beautiful work. I don't want to diminish people who work quietly on the sidelines. We need those people. But if you want to go big and if you want to reach more people, it's essential that you make your mission, your heart, and your goals and your gifts not only known, but do it in a way that shines, that allows you to stand out. So again, that's why I really believe that we're all here to shine. And if we're not shining, we're slowing down our dreams. We're slowing down our gifts to the world. And I
Absolutely.
think it's tragic, right, Galit?
Well, I will tell you that it is very common, I have found, for people that are out there doing what they love to be introverts. And I just want to stop there because I think that a lot of people listening or watching are going to say, well, I get that I have to be visible, but I don't really, I'm not confident. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to mess up. I don't like being in front of the camera. And one of the things that I've noticed is that's actually what makes them so amazing, because they are not looking to be the center of attention. They're not looking for that being in front of the camera and being known. And what I want to share real quick is that anybody that does experience that, I want you to know that those of us that make it look easy, we go through the exact same thing. It's just after 3, 4, 500 interviews, Meredith as well, gosh knows how many you've done, you get better at it because you practice. So I'd love for us, Meredith, I totally agree with what you said. I agree that we've got to get out there. We've got to shine our light on us. But so many people struggle with it because they're introverts. And I love that you said to your client, you've got to get out there. What are some tips that we can give people so they themselves can shine and get past that? Aside from what I say a lot was, it's not about me, it's about the person that I impact.
Right. Obviously, being clear on your mission and who you're serving is always going to work well for you. But I think the truth is that you get to really commit and have an honest moment with yourself about being messy. I mean,
Yes.
some of the greatest gifts and feedback that I get when I go out on stage, especially for the big events, I always survey my audience, Galit. And you want to know what they love the most? When I talk about the huge mistakes I've made in life. And I do that. I made a commitment when I saw how important that was to people. It's not even like 9 out of 10 people, 100% of people love it when you show up vulnerable, authentic, raw. I mean, I've seen people snot nose crying, and like you're gonna like whoop, slow down and say like, what's going on here? This is somebody passionate or hurting, or we have a common thread in this world, and it's that although we may have had a good run, some of us have had easier times than others during coronavirus. There have been a lot of people who've lost a sense of their identity with losing
Oh,
their
yeah.
jobs, right?
Yeah.
And there have been a ton of people just struggling with anxiety because of, let's face it, the only thing we know for sure is that change is going to come. So if we're not adapting, like Galit and I were talking about this, like, and changing and moving with it, um, we're really going to have a harder time. It's not to diminish, we've all been there in moments, but if you really think about it, dropping into your heart, I like to say, and getting out of your head is such a pro tip. It sounds so simple, but if you really think about the importance of what you're up to and the game that you're up to, I like to think of life as a game. We're all playing the game. Why don't we be passionate and raw and real and get messy and lift the veil? I mean, I made that mistake for years as a TV anchor. I would have never shown up without pristine hair. I would never have worn my glasses, which I love, by the way. Like, hello, red glasses is my thing. And back then, people actually told me that I couldn't do certain things with my hair, that I shouldn't talk about anything personal on the air. Could you imagine how stiff? Good evening. It's 10:10 and here are your headlines. Like, boring. It's like, hi, you wouldn't believe what happened to me on the way to the TV station today,
And people love it. I have found that my growth has been based on the fact that you don't need to be perfect, and people don't want perfection. So I'm the same way. My experience has been just like yours, Meredith, where when I get up in front of a crowd, everyone is stiff and like, oh God, here we go, another speaker. But I'm at this luncheon because I'm made to come, or I'm at this event hearing a speaker because I have to be here. And then what I use is humor. I don't think I'm that funny. And it's quite funny because I tell my friends that, and they're like, Galit, no. I go, I get up on, they go, you're actually funny. I go, really? I get up on stage and I use humor by sharing my own challenges, my own obstacles, And that actually connects me. So those of you that are listening and watching, you don't understand that that one person that's going to reach out to you is going to be the one that saw you being vulnerable and thinks you're not perfect, and
Yes.
that you get them.
Yes, 100%. It is like the pro tip of pro tips. If you're watching and you're like, the one takeaway I got is I get to get started. Like my keynote speech, my new one that I'm so passionate about is shine right now. Like, don't shine 2 years when you've lost 50 pounds. Nobody cares about that stuff. Do not wait until the timing is perfect. You'll be waiting for forever. You get to shine right now and show up in whatever way works. And I promise you, there is, as you said, somebody out there who's going to admire you. You're, in my culture, we call it chutzpah. Like you got to put yourself out there. You've got to show up for yourself and for others and get out of your own way. And actually, it's very freeing, and it builds confidence that you sometimes didn't even realize you had once you put yourself out there. And somebody says, like, when you were talking about how you had a hellacious experience, and I related to that on 100 levels. Like, I can't even tell you how often that happens.
Every time. And I've learned that my growth has been based, that helped that process is based on not caring what other people think. When you stop caring what, like, I don't edit my shows and people go, what? And I go, no. And last week when I interviewed someone, I started and I said, welcome to, instead of saying Everyday Woman TV, I think I forgot the R. So it went every day. And I said, what I meant was, and I didn't even edit that out. I'm like, no, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be me. I would love for you to jump in a little bit. Visibility matters. And you're obviously the expert. You've understood what it's meant for your business. You help other clients with their visibility. You've been on air doing the news and so many different things in between with your own show. I know that shine is something you've said multiple times since we started. I'd love for you to share a little bit about this unique program that you're offering your clients that has to do with my favorite thing, which is water, because I think that's so much fun. The beach, the water, the ocean, all of those things.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it was born actually out of this new revelation for me personally. I love being on the water. I'm not out there enough. And I love inspiring people. So how could I combine my loves? And I had a client who said, my dream has always been, this is so random that she shared it with me, on a yacht. So like all these things were swimming in my head, and I'm looking out my window at the boats going by, and I live in a marina, and it hits me. I could do like events on the water, and I'm a public speaker. My mission is to motivate and inspire. So I created Yacht Talks, which is literally an opportunity for people. And I've had clients fly in already for this, and we've just begun the tip of the iceberg. They come out, we have drinks, and I just like you, Galit, we share the same heart. I love connecting with women who are up to big things, who have big dreams and goals. And let's face it, we're not going to get there alone, right? So just a community, creating an experience of being on the water for sunset. I'm giving a little preview, of course, to my keynote Shine Right Now. And then if people want to, they can come out for a couple of days and have a full experience creating tools, because let's face it, Galit, what you're doing with your network is so essential. You should have your own show if you're ready to step up and be visible and get your message out there. It's so important.
It's easy. It's easy.
Yes.
What you're teaching is, you're teaching them all the behind the scenes, and you're teaching them why it's so important, but you're also giving them that confidence, that experience, that practice.
And the community.
And obviously for me, community is number one. We built this community. Everyday Woman has a community of 13,000 on Facebook. And it was because of everything that happened the last few years. And so when you're building this, people want to be a part of it. But the most important part for me of all of it is the fact that you're showing people, look, guys, each one of you is unique. And let's get out there and show people how amazing and wonderful you are. And then it comes back to you with business, with clients, with income. And people deserve that. They deserve that.
Absolutely. Abundance is what you and I are committed to creating in the world, and showing people you don't need to know everything. You just need to be connected to some of the right people, and the universe will deliver
Yes.
amazing, big, abundant things. So, like,
Yes.
I spoke my idea out loud about being on a yacht, and like 3 days later, I had a contract set up, and all summer we're gonna be
Amazing.
setting sail. We're gonna be taking
Amazing. And it's
yeah, we're gonna
beautiful
be
weather
taking
in
photos.
California. We
I
want to
know.
share with people that it's in California. So
Yes.
don't think humidity and hot in other parts of the
No.
United
Like
States.
anything here in LA, you've gotta bring like a huge heavy coat because it gets
Yeah,
cold at night.
it does. It does. And I love that. I lived in California till I was 14 and I love that weather. I run away to California to cool off during the summer. So I
Come
will be
visit me,
running.
Galit. No
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah.
We'll
Las
go set
Vegas.
sail.
Oh my God. It's so hot here. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Meredith, I would love for you to share with everybody a little bit how they can learn about Yacht Talks, how they can find you, how they can reach out to you, how they can learn how to shine so they can understand why visibility matters.
Thank you so much. Well, my gift to everybody watching, I can give you a link if you'd like, is
Yes.
18 ways to raise your visibility. So I'll give you a full list because here's the cool thing. It's like a buffet. It's not going to work for everybody to do the same thing, but you can have a nice list to start with. And I am always available to connect, and my team will follow up with you if you're interested in yacht talks or learning to get your shine on, as I like to say. You can reach me at Meredith at themeredithshow.com. And The Meredith Show is on all the social media platforms,
Perfect.
hopefully soon to be your network on the regular, Galit. I'm so
Yay.
thrilled with the gamer.
Yay. And I thank you for interviewing me. I don't even know how many years ago it was.
Like
Like,
3, I think at
at
least 3 years
least,
ago.
right? Because it was before crazy stuff.
Yep.
And it's so much fun for me. One of my favorite things bringing the show back, because I had the show in January 2021. I interviewed 21 of my authors for my first anthology. And then I took a break and brought it back just a few months ago. And the first people I reached out to were the women that interviewed me. Because that's one of the things that I love about the community that we've built online. It's so far and the reach is so big that we just keep giving back and forth, back and forth. And Meredith was supposed to be my first guest, and then I got sick and we had to reschedule, and life happens. But I'm so glad that you were on now and you were able to be on the TV channel and on the podcast. And please, everybody, remember, reach out to Meredith. She's very easy to find. She's very available for questions. She loves to share her expertise with you. Yacht Talk sounds amazing. How much fun is that? I love that you did that. I love that you brought your passions together, speaking and water. I mean, beach, ocean, like, come on.
Sunsets. I'm
It's
all
a
about the
no-brainer
sunsets.
for me. I don't know. I don't know. It's a no-brainer for me. I appreciate you being on, Meredith. I appreciate you sharing your value with us.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been an honor, and I hope to see you very soon on a yacht, Galit.
Yes, I'll come to LA and you come to Vegas. I know you're coming in a few weeks. We'll
Yes.
grab some coffee. And I appreciate everybody taking the time to listen and watch. If you're watching on Everyday Woman TV, thank you. If you're listening on iTunes and on the podcast, please let us know how we're doing. And if there's anything that I can do to teach you more about Everyday Woman TV, please reach out. And we will see you next time. Bye.
See you soon.